Guys, I'm live on OnlyFans.
I
Oh.
can threaten you. I can threaten you with that now, Derek.
You can. I don't know what you're trying to
So
threaten me with. I was just trying to ask you if you want to play a video game together.
you better hurry up and go live before I do.
Wait. Am I?
Are you?
I don't know.
I don't know. My name's Derek. I'm gonna be fake.
God damn, you sound just like me, dude. That's amazing.
I know, right? It's a fucking miracle, huh?
Fucking uncanny. Holy shit, cunts.
There we go. He's finally live. Fuck. Oh god damn it! I forgot to change my volume settings.
Oh, we lost Sean.
Who's Sean?
Who's Sean? I don't know.
Beetle Sean.
He usually works. That's weird.
I mean, the last time I did it with Biggie Smalls, he appeared and tried
Yeah.
to shoot me.
Yeah. Same. Biggie Smalls. I can't do it. That's just traumatizing.
I said if I called him again, he's gonna really pop a cap in my ass.
Yeah, like he just thinks I'm racist and he's got a gun. Like fuck, that shit's scary.
He told me if I called him again, he was gonna take me to a Diddy party.
Like you motherfucker. I don't know. I don't know. It haunts my dreams. Anyway.
But like Sean will tell you, there ain't no party like a Diddy party.
Yeah.
A Diddy party don't stop.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What didn't Diddy do? Even the Epstein type shit. You know.
Even Epstein's looking up at Diddy going early. Even Epstein's looking up at Diddy going, God damn.
Yeah, he's like, shit, you outdid me too, man.
Goofy
I didn't
goof.
even have a cake, motherfucker.
So I'm trying to turn my video on. Why? Why is this shit being a piece of shit?
That's a piece of shit.
Pizza.
Ew, pizza shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's the shit you take after you eat pizza. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Pineapple pizza shit?
That's not what he meant. You know it.
What if a slice of pizza shit a little bit?
Oh my god, fucking Discord is killing me.
Pizza soup. Pizza soup.
Yay, finally.
Pizza soup.
Fucking shit. Right. Let's put this out.
That's fault.
It's always Pat's fault. Fuck Pat.
Yeah.
Except don't. That's why he's still a virgin.
Oh,
God damn.
that was brutal.
Pat, are you Mormon?
He just says
You
100%.
You just banished him to the shadow dimension.
That's what I do, bro. I don't fuck around. I play that Yu-Gi-Oh shit, bro.
That blue eyes white dragon. You don't fuck with me.
No,
Bullshit.
blue eyes white privilege. It's blue eyes white privilege.
It beats every card known to man. They should really make that card. I mean, they won't, but it'd be funny if they did.
/ cheers. Clickety clank.
Oh, flash cheers, clickety clank, time to drink.
/ queers.
Cheers for queers.
Ears for beers.
God damn, that's kind of hateful.
Wait, well, hold on. How is cheers for queers hateful? You're actually toasting them in celebration. So how is toasting the queer community in celebration a bad thing? Tell me,
Listen,
please.
we celebrate our fellow brothers of the
Didn't Eli say / queers? I wasn't talking about everything that was said.
You said it after I said cheers for queers. So
I was cheering for queers. What's wrong with you?
Listen, Sean can say that word. You can't, Derek.
yeah,
What?
that's why
No.
Derek's me.
Not allowed.
Well,
The president of all gay people told me.
I have no idea what's going on right now. Can I just say fire on the bull?
No, you can't. You have offended people now.
You're not one of us.
Google gobble.
He likes Gus. He likes Gus. Google gobble. Google gobble.
Derek,
Yeah.
the guy came into my work and he's been to the new Casa Bonita
Yeah.
because I guess and he says it's really nice. He said they actually have good food now too because I know the food used to be like a big joke. Everybody be like you get food poisoning and stuff, but like apparently the food is really good. Like they got like a brand new like cooks and shit, and he says they did the
it's
whole
owned by
place.
Matt and Trey. Like I saw job openings and stuff. It would
Yeah.
make sense if I lived around there. Well, no, not with
I
my
was gonna say
experience, but
I was gonna say if you ever come down to hang, we should go.
I am totally down. Yeah,
It's
because
too far for me to go by myself because it's not like in Denver. It's a little outside of Denver. But like if I had somebody to go with, I would go. But it's too much to like just go solo. But
well, I
It's also a
bet
fucking
two
big-
people share on an Uber wouldn't cost that much.
no, it probably wouldn't be much. Like, I mean, probably like at the most like $50, but like together, not separate.
Yeah, and I bet it'd probably even be less. Although you would know better than me.
Well, like I said, it's not. It's a good ride away. I mean, it's probably like it is probably like a good like 40 miles from here, but
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Fair.
it's in like fuck. I'd have to look it up. I think it's in like Lone Tree or something like that. But it's not like super far. It's not like hard. It's not like impossible to get to or anything. But it's not like it would. It's just a short, like probably a 30-minute car ride or something like that. But if
Well,
that traffic, but
as long as we can see Black Bark's
apparently,
fave.
apparently there's like a fucking yeah. Well, I didn't ask him exactly what was there, but he said everything had been redone and was really nice. So I don't know. He said everything was like open and interactive and shit. So hopefully they kept it all. But I'm sure there's probably like a video on YouTube or something. I could probably look it up to see what it looks like on the inside. But I'm just glad they fixed the food though, because I remember, like I said, every time you looked up that place, dude, it was like they were like, "Oh, kind of cool. It's a little rundown. But it's not. It's kind of cool. Don't eat the food though. You will die." Like,
God damn.
yeah, the food was apparently like fucking atrocious, and nobody really knows why. But I guess it's okay now. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
I had a Casa Bonita like 45 minutes from my town, and it was really good.
well, the one that here was kind of an outlier for some reason. I don't. Nobody really knows what happened, but like the place just like they just let it go to shit basically, and so it was just not a good one basically. And yeah, I mean, if you ever ask Ballard about the night, what was that place called? It's the place where medieval times. So when I went to go visit them, there was a medieval times that we kept joking about because it looked
Oh
like
no.
they looked like it looked like the scuzziest fucking medieval times you'd ever seen. And we always joke that like we'd go there and get like food poisoning really bad because it just looked fucking awful. But yeah, it just I don't know what happened to the one here, but
It's
it
the
just got real
silence of the lambs.
bad. Silence of the Lamb. Yeah, I always think of fucking Cable Guy whenever I think of fucking that place for some reason.
It's exactly why I wanted to go when we went when I was in Chicago. Not even joking.
Fair enough.
We
I've
had
been
the
to a
we had the opportunity to go in Florida, and we did not. I was disappointed.
yeah. I mean that kind of happens when we meet up. We plan a lot of shit and do like fucking a fourth of it, but we still have a
Yeah,
good time.
no, I figure that's what it is. Is y'all just pepper that shit out there and see what sticks.
Yeah, and it you know if again smaller groups much easier to get everybody to go. Bigger groups it's a lot harder because it's like everybody kind of wants to do their own thing, which is fair. It's totally okay, but it's hard getting because people they'll say they'll go and then it's like ready to go, time to go, and then they don't want to go all of a sudden. And it's all annoying.
Well,
But
depends on the day and stuff too. Obviously.
To be
yeah,
fair,
no, I just it's happened at least one time. I think that we've every time we've been there so far, and one way or another, which is fine. It's it like I said, when you have the more people you have, the little it's harder to like get anything going. I was
I
actually
will. I
surprised
will. I will say
but
Universal was still fun as shit. Oh my god, that was a
yeah,
fucking
I'm
blast.
surprised that we actually made that work, but we did.
Yeah.
to be
That
fair,
was
the
fun.
only guarantee in a no,
Even though we only did like 5 attractions because that wait for the Last of Us fucking haunted house was so goddamn long.
Yeah, I think we should
I don't know why we
we
did that shit. It
Eli.
wasn't
we,
worth it. It wasn't worth the wait, but I didn't
we
want
could
to
have
bitch at
done
the time.
yeah, we could have done one more ride or something, but like I don't know. I guess everybody was just kind of done at that point.
We spent in that goddamn line.
Eli.
Well, it was getting a little better towards the end because it was getting late and people were starting to leave. But yeah, it was. Well, in the last ride we tried to fucking go to, we didn't even know if we were gonna get on that fucker because it kept like breaking down every fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't die. I almost threw up on that ride. I about hawked up that fucking steak we ate at fucking Finnegan's.
Yeah, that
Ooh,
was like well, that wasn't right after, but that was a little ways
Yeah,
after that we had food.
did, and I about fucking yacked my guts up on the roller coaster.
I was ready to shut it
Fuck
out
you,
because
you
it
would have
took 3 hours in line.
yeah.
to
Anyway,
be
Well,
fair though,
the last
the
time
only
we went,
guarantee at the meetups, the only guarantee there is gonna be Ty's gonna gape Derek Kuda's booty hole.
Yeah, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong, Eli.
damn,
yeah. I
I
mean,
was trying to
at
give you a
some
chance
point,
to talk, Eli, and that's all you had to say.
at, at some point in
Thanks,
time,
man.
and if at some point in time,
What
if
do you
you're
mean
real
that's
lucky,
all you mean that's all he had to say? He was out here spitting facts.
I'm like,
true.
hey, everybody, shut up. Eli had something to say.
Derek eats penis.
uh,
Um,
fuck all you. God damn it.
yeah.
Life sucks.
Yeah, you definitely are guaranteed to see some ass or scrot, possibly the dangly bits in the ball and the pecker too. But it's all depending on how fun we have.
Taint is at least
Are you
guaranteed.
talking about your own? What?
Um, well, I don't know. Nobody ever wants to join me. I frolic freely and everybody just stares at me. It's very self-concerning.
You're always squeezing your junk against glass. It's a little
Well,
weird.
that's just liberating.
I still don't know how I didn't see his dick when he was doing
You
that.
you should try it sometime, Derek. It's very freeing.
To keep in the feel of the rumor at the moment to make sure Pat gets hurt is that Pat said, so you won't let Eli talk unless he has something positive to say about you, Derek? Wow, sure sounds like suppressive speech.
Well, I mean, he is German. He knows how to do that.
He said for the Fuhrer.
Yeah. How do you think they kept in power for so long?
You don't know his comp.
Oh.
No. Favorite Derek Cuda video ever still to this day is the Derek Cuda falling video. That shit was fucking classic,
Still the best.
dude.
Hey, you don't need to be talking about it.
That shit was so. That was like because like with Cody, my favorite video is the fucking the video where he passed out playing fucking Bloodborne because he got blackout drunk. And my favorite video of fucking Derek is him getting blackout drunk trying to stand up and falling. I'm just waiting for my favorite Blackout Sean
Hey,
video, but he just started streaming, so we'll see.
thanks for advertising it. Link in the description below.
Link in your
Hey, free
chat. That's why I'm
advertisement,
glad you
bro.
don't look.
Asshole.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I plugged you up, Derek Cuda. You got to give me $5,000 right now.
No.
Right now, I gave you all the
No.
plug. Give me 5,000 now. That
I don't make money.
Of course you don't, because you don't stream.
I have
he
like.
walked into that one.
Well, I got a little bit over $100 a couple weeks ago.
He
That was
said
pretty cool.
he said I streamed. He said I streamed 2 hours in the past 2 months. Doesn't that count for something?
Yeah, it counts for some. God damn. Why you gotta be
I
so
streamed
harsh, you
5 hours.
dickhole?
You fuck you. I streamed 5 hours today. Eat my ass.
You didn't
And he
finish your
probably
beers,
and he probably be streaming now if you've been too slow.
you didn't wanna finish that same game with me. Let's play it right now.
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't a co-stream. That was
I know.
stream number one.
Let's beat it right
That
now.
was one. Pulled 50 views.
I'll view you in 50 hues.
I bet you would. And you know what? I don't have to have a chair for you to do it.
Nah, he's viewing 50 dudes.
50 dudes and 50 nudes.
No,
And
but
50 leads.
anybody and everybody, do you
And
want to
50
play like
dudes.
some sort of Jackbox or like internet cards or something like that?
For the
I'm
12th
down.
time, Jackbox is fucking gay.
All
So I'm
right.
self-promoting in your chat.
Well, it wasn't
I'll jack my
like
box.
I was trying to have a voice chat to go along with the games, not to deter any type of games. But
Well, you know, when you suggested it 12 times ago, we didn't do it either.
well, then what do you want to play that other people can play? I want to have it be games with people.
Not Jackbox or Cards Against Humanity, so stop suggesting it.
All right, do you have one? Because
Anything.
there's not that many options that I know of.
I have crimes against humanity, but that's my actual charges.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. I've heard about that.
War crimes are a bitch. What can I say?
Spoken like a true Derek.
Yeah.
Except I don't move to the U.S. and change my name like he did.
He said I was already a resident.
What are you talking
Derek
about?
Lewis here and stuff.
What are you talking about?
A boot?
A boot?
My favorite quote is still that Derek Kuda's grandfather was a terrible cook because he forgot to shut off the gas.
It's because he didn't light it.
Never lit the burners, guys.
You're a dick.
They didn't want to kill the Jews. They just wanted to put them to sleep.
Make me want to eat my fucking frozen pizza.
Pat said, "When are you playing Jackbox?" And it's not gay, Sean.
He said, he said, you guys make me want to eat my frozen pizza, still frozen.
I just be like, fuck you guys.
He said, "I don't feel like." He said, "I don't
eating
feel like
something.
lighting the gas."
He says every time he turns on his oven, he gets a weird flashback.
It passes through generations.
That's generational trauma.
Yeah, my nephew tells me about it.
Every time he turns on the oven, he starts speaking in German. He doesn't know why.
9999999.
Ich Cinnabon.
It's okay. Every time I walk past a bottle of Jameson, I wake up in a strange alleyway, blackout drunk. So I know how it is.
Sounds legit.
That's Irish. I might be very Irish as well. I bet I am more percentage Irish than Sean is not German.
I doubt that.
Sean is half German, half wizard.
Bruh.
I guarantee I'm more Irish than you.
You're more German and Irish than me? How the fuck is that possible? Well, it is possible.
Well,
I'm sorry.
how Irish are you, Derek?
I don't know. I haven't done the 23 and Steve thing.
Then yeah, I'm more Irish than you.
Alright.
Derek wants a little Irish in him.
You're definitely more than a minimum of what I guess 25% German. You're more German and more Irish than me.
Only difference is that Sean's family's never committed atrocities.
Yeah, there's a difference between German and Nazi.
Well, I mean, that we know of.
What?
Sean's relatives were all the wizards that was helping Derek's people.
Behold the wizard, beware his power, unspeakable power.
No, you guys were just scary because you were super racist and wore white wizard hats.
Sure, whatever you say, Derek.
Of the grand variety.
Hey, we're not the ones that said we were proud to be clan leaders, okay?
You wanna?
None of us claim to be clan leaders.
Sure.
Except for you.
I did lead a cult once, but that's a whole different story.
Checks out. It checks out.
Let me tell you though, man, running a cult, that's our business. I mean, you leave for 1 weekend without telling anybody, you come back, everybody's dead.
You miss out on
You try to tell them not to
delicious
drink the
fluid.
Kool-Aid and they don't listen.
No, that's some real good ass Kool-Aid if they'll take their life for it.
It's the best Kool-Aid. It's the only Kool-Aid. They didn't even use real Kool-Aid. They used like some off-brand bullshit.
Yeah, there's Flavor Aid.
Yeah, they're like, fuck. If we're gonna kill ourselves, at least let's kill ourselves with a good fucking drink, not this bullshit.
No, we're hitting that great value cult status.
We have to save a few dollars, because we'll be all dead. So.
I mean, there's 6,000 of you. So if we do Flavor Aid instead of Kool-Aid, that saves up $2,000.
And we'll use that to buy more rat poison.
Oh no, because you're not counting all the money that they get because of everything that they signed over to them in their wills.
Yeah, but everybody died. Like, what are we going to do with the money when everybody did?
Well, that's the whole thing. Is David Koresh just got them to sign their wills over to him?
That's what I mean. But like, cool, he had the wills, but he dead too. Like, nobody lived.
No, he didn't. He didn't do that. He killed himself after the fact, if I recall. He did not kill himself during the Jonestown
No, I know.
massacre.
No, I know. But I'm just saying he did anyway. You can't spend no money if you did.
No, but he can rake in money from everybody else who kills themselves before he dies.
Yeah, but he didn't like. It wasn't like super long after everybody died that he died. I mean, it was like he escaped, like hid in the bunker or something, and then shot himself.
I'm about to Google
Or
this shit.
like had somebody shoot him. I can't remember which one it was.
Guys, that's not the way Derek Kuda's family tells the story of his grandfather, okay?
So,
That mathematically that would make sense. I mean, that shit wasn't that long ago. I don't think it was like the 90s, like
I think
92
you're
or
right. I
something.
think it was in
93.
the 90s, but I was just being sarcastic.
what
I
is
was like,
this
damn, grandfather.
throwback? God damn.
Yeah.
He died April 19th, 1993.
So when
This
did,
is
but how long ago did it, or how long after the whole thing happened did he die?
Sorry, I got it wrong. David Koresh was Waco, not Jonestown.
I knew who we were talking about though. I think I thought about that, but yeah, I still know who you were talking about though. I think Crash had somebody shoot him. I think one of his followers shot him and then burned alive or whatever.
Let's see what the Wikipedia says.
Yeah. Dying.
God damn, mass suicides. What can I say? Just like those poor bastards in the
Jim
Heaven's Gate.
Jones. That's who it was. Fucking Jim Jones.
There you go, Jim Jones. I mean, David Koresh, Jim Jones. Pretty white man names. I mean,
All right, let's see what his date of death was. He died in 1978.
but when did Jonestown happen?
1978.
So at least that's the
His
same year.
death occurred during the massacre when he ordered the mass suicide of more than 900 members of his People Temple religious group.
Yeah, but I don't think I think you're right though. He didn't like kill himself. He didn't like die like at the site. He like died like later on, like when he went on the run or whatever. And eventually, I think either he shot himself or somebody shot him. So I think you are technically right, but
Let's see. He died in November 18th, 1978. So he actually might have done it.
Yeah, I mean it's
Let's
entirely
see.
possible. I just couldn't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, no, he died in the Jonestown Massacre. He absolutely did.
Well, I know. I mean, he died. Like I said, I think you're right because like he died during the time. I just don't think he died like in it like where all the people were dying. I think he died elsewhere later on, like a slightly later on.
It was the same day as the massacre, so
Yeah, like I said, I think we're both right
let's
in.
see. November 14th, November 18th, he commanded his followers to drink cyanide adulterated punch in order that the vast majority of them passively and inexplicably obeyed. Jones himself died of a gunshot wound in the head, possibly self-inflicted. So he
Yeah,
didn't drink the Kool-Aid,
no,
but
I
he
know he
might
didn't
have
drink the Kool
committed
Aid.
suicide.
Yeah, I knew he shot himself or somebody shot him, but I knew he didn't do the Kool Aid thing. That's what I'm saying.
Chinese troops reached Jonestown the next day, and the death toll of cultists was eventually placed at 913, including 304 of them who were under the age of 18.
Yeah, I still think it's. I still think for the most part, it's still one of the biggest, if not the biggest, like self-sacrificing cult that's ever like happened in that kind of capacity. But I could be
Yeah,
wrong too.
no, it's absolutely the largest. It's 100% the largest.
In the world.
Yes, in
Okay.
history.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
At
shit. It's
least
not.
as far as documented history.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably for the most part. I
But
mean, if
yeah,
they're
so he didn't drink the Kool-Aid. Instead, he shot himself after everybody else drank it.
yeah.
What up, Cheesytarian? He wasn't worried about an open casket anyway. It didn't matter. He got his money. I don't know why he decided to kill himself the day of, though. That's fucking weird.
I would have just
I
been
think
like, hey,
because if I remember correctly, or if there was the speculation that I had seen in like the few documentaries and stuff that I saw, was that after everything popped off and he left with like a couple of his goons or whatever, he did find out that like the cops or something had already like or somebody had already come and got his plan that he was planning on escaping on. So he got like kind of pinned in, and there was always speculation that he just couldn't figure out how to get the fuck out of the area basically without being caught. Um, and
I mean,
that's why. Who
that
knows?
sounds more like the Waco situation than it does Jonestown. But
Well,
I
because
mean,
like I
you're
said,
not
there was
right.
there was
I would assume you're not wrong either, though, given the
yeah,
fact that
'cause
he
I mean
killed himself the same day. But the fact
yeah.
that they didn't finish investigating it until days after the fact changes things too.
Well, that's true. I mean, yeah, very true. Um, but yeah, Waco was kind of the same thing. Not exactly though, but they weren't drinking cyanide or anything. But I think they shot everybody at the end, and those who didn't want to be shot just like burned to death. But I can't remember if
yeah,
there's any
No,
survivors.
it was not a total annihilation sort of thing. There were survivors of Waco
Oh, okay.
that were non-militant.
Well, I think they let. I think it towards the very end. I think that he let some of the women and children go who wanted to leave, if I remember
Oh
correctly.
no, they broke out, bro. They broke out.
Oh, did they break out? Okay. Because I think he was the one that somebody. I think that he was the one that somebody shot. He had like ordered somebody to shoot him because uh he didn't. They claimed that he didn't believe in suicide or something. So he had one of his followers shot him, and then the dude shot himself or something like that. But and then they all burned to death.
More or less. Like that's not entirely wrong, but yeah, it was not 100% of the people died in the fire.
Who shot first?
Not even that. It was just like there were actual survivors. It was not
No,
100% death. Saying
no. I'm not saying that. I was just saying the age-old question of who shot first. because that
I
was the
mean,
whole thing.
anybody who's seen the actual movie knows Han shot first.
Yeah, I just always wondered if that's really what happened because, like I said, nobody really knows for sure. But there's always claims from both
No,
sides.
everybody who saw the original cut knows for sure. I got that shit on VHS, homie.
So they for sure know that the dude shot first. Because, like I said, I always
No,
heard it was like kind of a.
Han shot first. Guido tried to shoot back and failed.
Wait, are we
It
talking
was
about
supposed
Star
to
Wars
be.
or
It was
Waco?
supposed to be a quick. It was supposed to be a quick draw situation. Han shot first. He was first on the draw.
No, wait, I think we're mixed up. Sorry, I wasn't talking. I was talking about Waco and the police, not Guido and Han. But that's a good one too.
Well, you said who shot first. That just drew Star Wars
Oh, I didn't.
parallels
Sorry,
for
I didn't
me.
mean. Sorry, I was talking about the whole thing with the Waco because nobody really knows who shot first between them or the cops, basically, and that's always been one of those questions that people ask: who shot first? But a valid question either way, because yeah, you are right. If you ask who shot first, and anybody knows Star Wars, you would say that's probably what you're talking about.
Who shot first is irrelevant though in the Waco case because whoever shot first doesn't matter. Only one side had tanks that they started plowing into the building
I
with.
know. I'm not justifying it. It's just one of those questions of like it's one of those unanswerable questions, basically. Who shot first? It's always been one of those things that out of the whole thing, it just always perked my interest because it's like it's the one question that kind of kicked everything off, but nobody will ever be able to answer.
Then I just answered it. Han shot first.
You shot first.
Now give me a fucking chance.
You were already edging out one, and you shot first.
I don't edge, sir. I goon.
Isn't gooning and edging the same thing?
Gooning is a step farther.
Oh, okay. I actually had to look up what gooning was because I'd heard it in videos before, and I was like, I kind of feel like I have an idea, but I don't really know. So I had to look it up, and I was like, okay, yeah, I guess I was kind of partly right. Uh, you know, if there was ever like a
real quick, cheesy. I'm not sure what the 50 caliber has to do with it. Please elaborate. But what were you saying, Ty?
what was I saying? I don't remember
Nobody
now.
ever knows.
So wait, you said Han shot first?
Yes.
I always thought that too, but I don't ever remember. Did Guido actually ever take a shot?
Yes, he did.
He did. Okay, might have been like a
Yeah,
Mandela effect or something. I was trying to
no,
think about it. I was trying to think about it because I took a poll on it the other day, and I was like, "But did Guido ever actually pop off a shot?" I couldn't fucking remember like at all. So and it's been so long
no,
since I've seen
he
the first
popped
one.
off a shot, but it was a knee jerk thing after he had already been hit, and so
Oh,
his aim was on Sean got
well,
or not Sean. I'm Sean. Han Han Solo. There we go. We'll
Han
go with that.
Solo.
Sean Holo. Sean Holo.
Sean Holo. Jesus Christ, that sounds like a bad porn name.
I'm copywriting that shit right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you ever do OnlyFans, there you go. Sean Holo. Oh god.
But yeah,
Oh
no,
god.
he absolutely got the first draw and
The
nailed
vision.
Greedo. And by the
Oh.
time Greedo was able to pull his gun out and shoot, he was already off track because he got hit and was dying.
Well, Guido was a fool.
It's not Guido, it's Greedo.
Guido.
He's not fucking Italian. You fucking mook.
How do you know they weren't space Italians? He seemed like he was in the mob.
Forget about it.
You know what's you know what death I watched the other day was the death at the end of Casino when Joe Pesci gets murdered in the cornfield.
Oh yeah, when he thinks he's a made man, but no.
He got bam. He just beat him to death with baseball bats.
Fucking whale on his ass.
They killed his brother first though in front of him. I was like, oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I also wanted to see the
And
meme
yes,
like pictures.
Waco is definitely a fun story. We'll put it that way.
I mean, not really, but it's
I'm not
interesting. But it's
saying
definitely
it's
not fun.
fictional, but that's some crazy ass fucked up shit.
Of course, people forget about people always forget about Ruby Ridge because of Waco.
Ruby Ridge was fucked too.
Yeah, I think it was first too. I think it happened actually before Waco happened.
Yeah, absolutely did.
But a lot of people forget it even happened because of fucking Waco. Um, yeah, that was also why the Unabomber was bombing. Wait, was it the Unabomber or was it the? Yeah, it was the Wait, who the? There was the two
So,
bombers. There was Kaczynski and there was the other guy.
what up, you trash bag beach?
Oh, the Oklahoma City bomber. That's who it was.
No, you're talking
Oh,
about Timothy.
small peepees
You're,
unite.
you're talking about Timothy McVeigh.
Yeah, he was the one that blamed him blowing up shit on Ruby Ridge. I mean,
No, no, he
among
wasn't. He
other
wasn't
things.
blaming it on Ruby Ridge. A lot of his frustration was with the government in and of itself.
Yeah, but he always cited Ruby Ridge as one of the things that really just ticked him off.
No, it wasn't one of the things that ticked him off. It's one of the things that actually got him started. Like, hey, they got the
Well,
right idea.
well, you know what I mean, like set him off kind of thing. Like it was one of the catalysts, I believe, as far as a few other things, like you were saying.
Yeah, no, he was definitely like the Y2K survivalist mentality, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, so was Kaczynski to a certain extent, but he was more of like the loner than the Unabomber was. I mean, the boss there, the Oklahoma City bomber was. But yeah, I always thought it was really
Yeah,
funny
so
that
see,
they had the.
that's because he fucking went to MIT, bro.
Well, yeah, he's a fucking genius. I mean, actually,
Exactly.
if you ever actually,
You're putting a genius up next to a fucking grunt from the military that's disgruntled.
yeah, I guess
Like fuck off with that.
I guess I see where you're coming with that one. But yeah, I was just saying because they're both people who blew up shit. We haven't we've had a lot of killers, but very few of them are ones who blew up shit. Which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong. It's just not. It's
That
it's
was
more. Of
actually that bombing was actually the largest act of domestic terrorism we've ever seen in this country.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for domestic terrorism for sure. I mean, because obviously with 9/11 being the biggest act of terrorism in general, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that's the only one that places second too.
Yeah,
Not to
I
just
still remember.
fucking not to just one up shit or anything like that, but literally as far as terrorist attacks, nine
Yeah,
11 is number one, and then the Oklahoma City bombing is number two. And it just happened to coincide with domestic versus non-domestic.
yeah. No, I agree. I still remember when that shit happened.
Yeah, me too. They said they had us having a oh, excuse me. We had an emergency assembly in school
Yeah,
and had a moment of silence for that shit. I remember when that happened.
yeah. I
That
remember
shit
the.
fucking bonkers. Oh god damn, I can't breathe. That shit was fucking bonkers.
Oh yeah, they you couldn't turn on the TV without. It doesn't matter what channel you on. They basically the news was on every channel, and all they were showing was the fucking building just completely blown in fucking half. Yeah, it's just
Oh,
crazy.
you're right. I don't know how I didn't notice that, Carrie.
What?
Well, somebody gave that trash bag son of a bitch, Carlos Morales, a wrench.
Oh, I don't know. It's been a while. was gonna say, do I need to take it away? God damn.
Yes, absolutely. Unmod everybody.
Well, I did unmod a lot of people.
Only after severe poking and prodding because you're a big old bitch.
I'm not denying any of that.
Oh, fuck. Were you in New York too, Carlos? Or were you just watching the news?
What happened?
Carlos said he woke up that morning on 9/11 and walked in on the first towers falling.
Oh fuck. Yeah, that shit didn't.
Damn.
I was like, I think it had already happened by the time I got to school or something, or like it, because they. I remember people knew about it already, so I don't know how far along it had happened or whatever, but I remember they kind of knew about it already when I got to school because they had to like tell everybody about it. So I had no fucking clue. I came to school, didn't know what the fuck people were talking about. My friends were like, "We're going to war. Everybody gonna die. Terrorists gonna blow us up." I was like, "The fuck you guys talking about? Weird." Like, how old was I? I was like,
We were in middle school,
it was
bruh.
2000. Yeah, I was in middle school, so I was like in seventh grade, I think, or something like that. I was like,
I
"Fuck,
was
I
in eighth.
don't." Was it
I
eighth
was in
grade?
eighth grade.
Oh, okay, no, I was in eighth grade. I feel like I wasn't that far along, but I could have been.
I remember
I don't remember
spending
if I.
all day
I don't was
watching.
like I was like barely smoking weed though, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck you guys talking about. And, like, get in the class, and my math teacher told us about it. He was like, some crazy stuff has happened, and I don't want you to hear the rumors. So, there was a crazy attack, and people hijacked a plane and flew
You
into
know
a
what?
building, and I'm like,
I
the
mean,
fuck.
you got to look at the bright side on it. For me, I got a half day.
They still made me go to fucking school, motherfuckers.
No,
Oh,
I was in school, but every class had fucking CRT TV showing the news
No, they made me.
until they
They
were
made my
like,
ass.
"All
go to
right, yeah,
school.
y'all are going home." They either just keep showing you all the news or take you home.
No,
So
they just. I had to go to school all day that day. This fucking assholes.
it was a money incentive thing. It was a
no,
win-win,
I actually, hold on. Hold on. I
except for the
actually approve
victims.
of that. And it was the same for me. Um, not that the attacks did not happen until we were just getting to school for the day. And so what happened was we got to school and then the attacks happened, and that's all it was all day long. Was every class, like you all said, was just, hey, we're pulling out the TVs, we're doing the news coverage.
Yeah, exactly. It was like pointless to even be there, like because
Almost they
then you go
even.
home and you turn on any channel, it's the same news coverage too.
Yeah, true. But
Yeah.
I don't even remember if they even made us watch
But
the fucking
yeah,
news when I was in school.
Carrie said she lived in New York and they kept us in school. Honestly, you're probably safer in school.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably be safer in school
But
anyway.
well, I mean, but if you're not on Long Island, then that's a little different. But still,
Yeah.
So can I continue, or you want to just keep going?
no, go on, sir.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Um,
Dang.
yeah. So we got there right as the attacks happened. We were at school. Like it was first period when the attack happened on 9/11. And literally all day was just us watching it at school on the news channels. And yes, I understand what you guys are saying. Like, that's bullshit. We should have got the day off from school. That's fucking stupid, honestly. Like, you can actually learn a lot more from a world shattering situation like that happening at school than you would just sitting down watching it at home. Like, there's a
Yeah,
lot more dialogue to be had,
I
be it through
understand that.
teachers or anything else. You can actually learn a lot from going through an experience like that inside of a school setting.
Yeah,
So that's
I
what I
did.
think. That's where I think both of you are wrong.
Well,
Just
I was
straight
I'm
up
just saying
wrong.
they did send us home, but it wasn't like it was like I went through both. They were just like,
Yeah,
well,
no, we did a full day, and it was literally just news coverage of 9/11 all day long, for obvious reasons, in every class. But that doesn't mean it wasn't being discussed.
sure.
And I think that's a healthy thing for school environments.
Well, I get what you're saying, but I was also 14 at the time, and I would have taken any chance to get the fuck out of school. So I'm not saying now. I mean, again, I was speaking when I was in
That's
middle
why
school.
I said for shitty of you to be like, oh, I didn't get the day off from school because 9/11 happened. You're a fucking asshole for that.
I mean, whatever. I didn't mean it in the way that I think that you're implying. I meant it. I'm just saying that I'm surprised they kept us in school. But either
Yeah,
way, at the time, I
you're
would have loved to
upset.
go home. But
You're upset that you didn't get the day off of school for a national tragedy that happened while you were in school. It's not
am I
like it was.
upset? No. Am I upset about it? No.
You're just
I
pissed.
question it now because I didn't know that other people maybe have got sent
Day off.
home. But
Suck my dick.
I was doing the same thing at home as I was at school, though at the time.
I just don't even remember them like really. I mean, I could be wrong because it's been a long ass time, obviously, but I don't even remember them like really talking to us about it other than the fact that it happened. Uh, but then again, like I said, I was also in California, so the time zones were a little bit off too as well. So that could have been why. But
Bro, bro, I watch people jumping out of fucking buildings. Like, we watch the real news
I
all
don't
day
know if
long.
they. I can't remember if they made us watch it or not. I'm not saying they didn't. I just don't remember it all. Like, I remember going to school because I remember being at school and it happened, but like I don't honestly remember if they actually like sat down and made us watch the news when it happened. But I could be wrong. It's like I said, it's been so long, I don't know. But it's not ringing any bells. I remember it happening, obviously, but
Nah,
I don't
man,
remember.
it would ring bells. It would ring bells. That shit sticks with you if you see it.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it
don't
was
think I
fast.
don't know if I actually. So, I mean, I remember going home and it was all over the news, obviously, or over TV. But like, I don't remember them actually showing it to us, actually. But I could be wrong. I mean, again, it's been so long, who knows? But and honestly, like the screens, they didn't. We had mounted TVs. We didn't have like them on rollers or whatever, and the mounts were like in a super like far off fucking corner. So, and it was a small TV. So, I mean, seeing that shit would probably be fucking possible anyway. But yeah, I don't remember if they actually made. I remember they explained it to us when I got to school, but that's as much as I remember about that day, like literally. And then that's it. I probably went home after school and whatever. But I don't know because, like I said, that was back in what 2001. So yeah, it's been a little
I
while.
mean, Carlos brings up another good point. Like fucking O.J. Simpson, that was another big one, but that was not an earth-shattering thing. That was
No,
more like
that was
pop culture. That was more
yeah,
like pop culture, so that didn't affect schools like 9/11 did.
no
Like,
nothing.
Well, I
We
mean, the
had
whole
any.
country was extremely scared. You didn't know what to expect. There were so many attacks. Like some didn't go as planned. But yeah, no, I'm not like happy that I got sent home. But I was watching the same thing at home as what you were watching at school, with you not going home on that day.
you're missing the whole fucking point. It's not just about what you're watching. It's about the discussion you're having in the environment that you are in. You will have a different discussion about terrorist attacks like that in a school setting than you will in a home setting.
Which is true.
Well, we didn't have any teachers prepared for that. But like we still talked about it.
Nobody, wait, no. That's where you got me fucked up, Derek. You think anybody was prepared for 9/11? Fucking eat my asshole, bro.
What? No, I'm just no. I like we didn't
If
have
we were prepared for 9/11, it wouldn't have fucking.
we didn't have 9/11 classes. I
No,
remember it very specifically. And
You
all I said was that didn't have a full day of school that day. I didn't say anything about any of the teachers. They were wheeling in CRTs to keep us updated with everything that was going on. We were all scared and talking to each other. That's all that was happening.
for 5 goddamn seconds. That's
I
what I'm saying is nobody was prepared for 9/11. So to think that there is just supposed to be some sort of contingency plan for that shit is just fucking far fetched as fuck. You're out of your goddamn gourd.
I didn't say there was a contingency plan for that.
But you
I,
were just complaining about how nobody was prepared for 9/11 when that's something of that caliber never happened before. You're fucking out of your mind.
I'm out of my mind for saying that no one was prepared for it. You're out of your mind for
No,
thinking
you
I'm out of my mind for it. It was a weird
no,
thing that
no,
happened.
no,
Fucking
no, no.
the
You're
fuck?
out of your mind for saying they should have been prepared for it when that was never a thing to begin with.
Did I said they should have been prepared for that?
More or less.
Oh, okay. Well, there should also be a contingency plan for everyone deciding to cover the entire world in hot fudge.
God, you're a fucking moron.
Well, I don't know what the fuck you think I said. Shit balls. I just
Bruh.
If you weren't talking out of your ass half the time, it would be a totally different thing. But Jesus Christ.
I specifically remember that day in school. I was in my English class when we first heard about it. It was fucking heartbreaking.
In school, why can't I get out of school for a terrorist attack?
Yeah,
You were more
I
worried
said
about
that.
that than what you were more worried about that than what you could have learned from the situation itself. You just wanted out of school. You didn't give two fucking shits about anybody that was jumping out of those buildings to their death to avoid the building collapsing on them or
Jesus
anything
Christ,
like
that's
that.
a really fucking hurtful thing. To think that I'm that fucking hateful that was my end game. It fucking 25 years ago. Really? You're gonna insinuate shit. Why am I even having a stream going?
No, I'm
I'm
going.
sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. This is fucking ignorant. Fucking I don't even know. Like
Yeah, I'm
what the
blaming that.
fuck, dude?